Hi, my name is Merx and welcome back to another video. The Mega Dimensions DLC has released and I 100%ed it, completing every mission, side quest and Mable quest, along with catching every new Pokemon introduced, and I even got some shiny hunting in there as well for good measure. So get a drink and some snacks, cause I 100%ed the Mega Dimensions DLC, and this is how it went. Alright, Mega Dimensions DLC, what have you got in store for me? Okay, so there's a new mission on the roof of Hotel Z waiting for me. Alright, I guess that's where we start. But first, I'm gonna need a new outfit. After a quick wardrobe change into something a little bit more fitting, I made my way to Hotel Z, and once on the roof, we meet Ansha and her Pokemon Hoopa, and she wants our help to make a donut. But in order to make it, we need butter, so we meet up with Tawny at the baker's stalls in the Magenta district, and are in luck, as there is one packet of the famed Lumiose butter left, which the baker very kindly gives to us. But just as we get it, both Grisham and Tarragon appear, also looking for butter, as Tarragon has an idea to make bread for his granddaughter Canary's fans, with Grisham agreeing to teach him. Due to there only being one packet of butter, we have a double battle against them, with the winner getting the butter. These double battles are scattered throughout the DLC, where you get to face off against some odd matchups of characters we met during the main game. We defeat them, but Tawny does spare a little bit of butter so that Tarragon can start working on his canary bread. Back at the hotel, Ansha set up her donut shop in the lobby and we give her the Lumiose butter. And by selecting 3 different berries, Ansha uses them to make her donut. Once the donut is made, Ansha and Hoopa get ready to set out to the canal, as that's where it's supposedly the best place to surge Hoopa's powers. Due to just how strange all this sounds, she lets us join her, so we make our way to the Saison Canal. Once there, we see some sort of ripple in space, and once Hoopa eats the donut, it somehow stabilizes it. Ansha explains it's a distortion, and by feeding Hoopa donuts, it stabilizes them enough for someone to enter them. Before she very quickly exits stage left and walks straight into the distortion in hopes of catching a legendary Pokemon. What? Ansha, what? We have to go after her. We can't just... The PR would be so bad. Imagine if, like, Corbo found out about this. No, we have to go in after her. We can't leave her by herself, can we? Yeah, we have to follow her. We have to follow her. Okay. Into the unknown, I guess. I'm scared. What? Oh, this looks sick. Oh, this looks so cool. Oh, this is actually... Dang. They've come a long way with their, like, cutscenes. That's so cool. What's on the other side? What? Oh my... What the? This looks so cool. Oh my god. Why does it kind of look like Lumiose? Where are we? Is this the timeline if we got, like, Pokemon Gun? Or Pokemon Z back in the day? This is sick. So we break out into duos and set out to explore and find Ansha in what we believe to be some form of Lumiose. And because Rotom phones transcend all other technology, they work here for some reason. And after running around for a while, we come across a Mankey before a whole squad of them square up to us. For plot reasons, we aren't allowed to catch any of them, so once we defeat them, we're able to reconvene with Tawny and Naveen, and we finally find Ansha. Once we catch up to her, she tells us that the Pokemon she's looking for isn't here, so we all leave. And once back in Lumiose City... Oh no, what did she see? What did she see? What did she notice? Another world-ending disaster sort of thing? Look up there. Alright, what's up there? Is it Rayquaza? It's probably not Rayquaza, but it might be. Oh, that's way scarier. Okay. That's ominous. Oh. And the tile drop. Okay, Pokemon, I see you. Yes, you piqued my interest. Yes, I think this is going to be hype. Okay. I see you. Back at the hotel, Ansha proves my clairvoyance as she reveals the Pokemon she's after is the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza, before we get a call from Corbo telling us to meet him at the Rust Syndicate base. We get there and walk in on Vinny and Corbo having a meeting, as they both have some concerns about the massive ominous black distortion now hovering above the city, with Corbo telling us the Syndicate will be running point on all their research on the distortion. After naming the area within them Hyperspace Lumiose, Corbo lets us know that the only way they'll be able to decipher the large distortion in the sky is via us doing survey research in the smaller ones that are now popping up all over the city. But Vinny isn't just there to be in the background, as he upgrades our map so that we can now see all those smaller distortions before Corbo lets us know the distortions don't stick around for very long before sending us on our way. While making donuts back in the hotel, Mable pops in all excited about the new Pokemon that can be found in hyperspace, and upgrades our decks to now include the hyperspace decks, because she loves to use this as free labour. After getting a good look at the huge distortion, Mable lets us know she's added new quests to our phone. There's no reward for doing any of them, like in the base game, but I guess it's good for those who didn't want to grind those 1000 battles for the charm. But I still will need to complete them all in order to 100% the DLC. So I threw myself into the different distortions, as Philippe confirmed they need 7000 points from the survey missions, and along the way I caught myself 2 Cabrawlers, 3 Starly, and 2 Grievard before coming across the most insane challenge ever. Wait, does that say- wait. Does that say catch a shiny Pokemon? I can't do that. There's no way. There is no way they've put a guaranteed spawn here, have they? They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't actually put guaranteed shiny spawns in this game, would they? We already had them reap in the base game. There's no way. There is no way. Is there? No shot. They actually... Guaranteed shinies? Are you... No. This has to be a rare mission. There is no way you can just do this casually. We got the points. A guaranteed shiny, that's... What? Once out of the distortion, Philippe calls us and tells us to return to the Syndicate HQ. And once there, Vinny fills us in on all their research, with the main breakthroughs being that hyperspace mons could theoretically break into our Lumiose, and that some of the Pokemon in hyperspace are at risk of rogue mega evolution. It'll be a struggle to take them on, since Corbo tells us hyperspace Lumiose gets unstable when too many people are inside together, with 3 being the max before things start to go haywire. But we'll need a great battler alongside ourselves and Tawny to take them on. Thankfully, Corbo already got that sorted, as he was able to enlist the help of Karina, the gym leader of Shallura City and the successor in Mega Evolution. And since we stopped the city from being blown up, she wants to battle us, and we get to see her new Megastone Lace design. It's a pretty easy fight as she only uses fighting type Pokemon, but she does show off one of the new Megas the DLC has added in Mega Lucario Z, which is cool, but the battle was still fairly easy. After the battle, Corbo explains hyperspace berries to us. They're special berries that can be found in hyperspace Lumiose, which have more calories in them that can extend the time we're allowed to stay in hyperspace, and we'll need them to battle the rogue Megas. So he gives us some for free, Tawny lets us know the location of the first rogue Mega Distortion, and we make our way to it. After having Ansha make us a donut with the hyperspace berries and running past the side quest I'm sure won't be a major pain down the line, we meet up with Tawny and Karina to take on the first hyperspace distortion rogue Mega. Alright, what is the first new Mega we're going to find? Absol. Oh, I thought we'd only be finding new Megas. I mean, we fought an Absol first in the story, so it's fine. It's a special attack goes up. Yeah, I know my stuff. I thought we were going to fight something new. Yeah, okay. Then this is going to be a really easy fight. I'm ready. Let's get it. Rogue Mega Absol. Really easy fight. Let's see it again. Let's run it back. Oh! Oh my god, okay. I didn't think Absol would get a second Mega. That's so cool. I can be your angel or your devil ass Pokemon. Look at him. That's so cool looking. I don't know what type this is. Fine does no damage. Okay. Oh, this might actually be tough. I have no idea what type this is. And it was. I almost lost several times during this fight, but we were eventually able to defeat the Mega with plenty of time still on the donut. We get to capture the dog and receive its Mega Stone, with a golden Pokeball appearing like in the normal distortions when you complete all the missions. We break it open and receive some hyperspace berries along with... It also contained what seems to be butter. Butter? Of course. Of course, Pokemon. Yeah, of course there would be magic butter. Is it gross? I hope it's grim as shit. Looks like quality stuff. I'd go as far to call it nice butter. A pack of nice butter, of course. Of course, look at it. Doesn't that look... Pokemon never change. I love how weird some of this is. Alright, cool, let's head back. Why wouldn't we find butter in space? Why wouldn't we? It makes perfect sense. We give Ansha the nice butter and explain its strange origins, with her planning to use it for her donuts. And then during dinner, Karina introduces herself to the rest of Team MZ and explains her relationship with AZ. How she left her Lucario to assist him, the same one AZ left to us, and the one we used to defeat Absol in the story. She then asks to stay in her old room in Hotel Z while we deal with the distortions above the prison tower. The following morning starts with Gwyn and Laban showing up to Hotel Z, with Laban searching for Ansha, as she's supposed to be taking care of her on behalf of Jacinta in Hotel Richisme. But Laban is how she is, so we fight her and Gwyn in a double battle. And once we win, she calms down and agrees to help cover for Ansha's absence from Jacinta, with Ansha agreeing to return to the hotel each night. In the Rust Syndicate HQ, Corbo confirms they still don't know much about the large distortion in the sky, but tells us Pokemon from hyperspace are beginning to appear in regular Lumiose, for sending us on our way as we need 10,000 points from the distortions in order to take on the next Rogue Mega. Distortion side quests started appearing on the map, so I went to the one near Zone 17 and the creepy alley TM guy, as it said an unknown Megastone was on the other side, and I was not prepared whatsoever for what I found. Two Rogue Mega Pokemon are fighting. It's a Mega Showdown. What? Crabrawler? They gave Crabrawler a Mega? Look at him, big man. Step in and stop those Mega. Oh, I can't do that right now. Oh, I use like a 0-star donut. There is no way I can win this. Yeah, they look cool. We're gonna have to come back to this. There is no way I'm beating them. So into the regular distortions I went to get the 10,000 points needed to take on the next Rogue Mega Pokemon. And along the way, I caught myself 2 Clobbopus, a Quillfish, 2 Sandygast, 2 Cubone, and 2 Spoink. And I also came across a distortion that had the Hoenn Grass Starter Trico in it, so I grabbed 3 of them as well. And once out of the last distortion, Philippe calls and tells us the location of the next Rogue Mega Pokemon. So I made my way back to Hotel Z, and with the nice butter we found, donuts can now be made with up to 4 berries. So I get the donut made and meet up Karina and Tawny to take on a new Mega, Instaraptor. I don't know if it's just the timer telling me how little time I have, but the Rogue Mega fights in the DLC feel so much more difficult than in the base game, but it might just be a me thing. Once we defeat the bird and capture it, we get another golden ball. It gives us more berries along with a newer butter, this time being grape butter. Once back at the hotel, we give Ansha the grape butter to boost the number of berries we can use for the donuts, and then after a quick dinner, Ansha reveals to Karina she can hear a faint voice calling to her from the distortion above the tower. Stay away. The following morning, Corbo confirms the Syndicate hasn't yet analysed all the data we have, so we have a day free from hyperspace, and Karina recommends seeing the sights, which means we get to go back to my favourite place in the entire game, the museum. Despite going there during my initial playthrough of the game, I haven't been there since, so it was nice getting some new dialogue options along with seeing the history exhibit again. And then, after a quick stop at one of the cafes for a snack, we made our way back to Hotel Z. But I did make a quick pit stop to the alleyway guy to spend more shards on the TMZ cells. In the hotel's lobby, Naveen gifts Ansha an updated version of her apron with the Team MZ logo on it, officially making her a member, before everyone hears a weird noise coming from the meeting room. And once we rush inside to see what it was, a Gulpin jumps down from the support beams on the ceiling and lands directly on Naveen's head. It's not native to the city and must have come through one of the hyperspace distortions. As the team deliberate on what to do with the Pokemon, Corbo calls us to the Syndicate base. After reviewing the data, they've come up with a theory about hyperspace Lumiose. Due to its resemblance to the city, it's possible it could be a manifestation of people's subconscious thoughts. It's a working theory, which means they'll need more data, so back to the distortions we go, as they need us to earn 15k points in hyperspace in order to take on the next Rogue Mega Pokemon. On the way to earning the 15k points, I caught myself 2 Nickit, 2 Unova Yamask, along with the hyperspace exclusive pattern for Pavilion, before entering a distortion without a Pokemon preview, which Corbo reveals to be a hyperspace battle zone. They work the same way as the Infinite Royale battle zones, but the NPCs have substantially stronger Pokemon that can be both alphas and megas. but they are a fantastic way of racking up points, and by the time I complete all the tasks, I was less than 1k points away from taking on the next mega. So I ran into another distortion and did some fast tasks for easy points, and then after another visit to the alleyway guy, I met up Karina and Tawny to take on the next rogue mega fight. No. I know what this is. This is going to be like Tatsugiri or Donzozo. It's going to be one of them. It's Tatsugiri. There's no way. There is no way we're in a sushi restaurant and it's not Tatsugiri. Okay, I have my Ampharos. No, that just looks like Tatsugiri. That one in the middle. Is it actually... No, it's... Okay, it's not him. Tatsugiri, I know it's you. I know it's you under there. Come on. Into the vision or doing a bit. No. This sushi isn't gonna mega evolve, is it? Oh, it will. It's gonna. Come on, let's see it. Let's see Tatsugiri. Where is he? Rapidly rising. Yeah. Yeah, come on, let's bring it. I'll fight him, and then I'll have him for lunch. He just very casually falls out of the sky. Alright, come on, Tatsugiri, let's see it. Is it gonna be like 3 different forms, or is this gonna be one big form? Come on, Tatsu, let's see it. Oh. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I actually kind of like that. Okay. I love Tatsugiri. I didn't think it would get a mega. Oh, this goofy ass Pokemon. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I gotta take this seriously. Okay, cool. This is probably gonna be a really difficult fight. After the toughest fight so far, we give Ansha the amazing butter we got from defeating the Tatsugiri, and help Naveen locate his prized canary plush, before we get another call from Corbeau telling us to meet him at the Syndicate base. Thanks to the amazing butter, we can now make donuts with up to 6 berries, so I made a few before making my way to speak with Corbeau. He confirms the Prism Tower distortion is still a mystery, but he can see that Hyperspace Illumios is starting to bleed over into our reality, and is worried the whole city will get swallowed up if it continues. The only silver lining is new higher level distortions are now available. So I made my initial dent to the now 23k points needed by catching 3 Shark Cadets before I came across something I had never seen before. What? Oh! Oh! Oh my god, that got me entirely off guard. Oh my god, shiny Wimpod. I've never seen that shiny before. Oh my god. Let's go. I was going for the golden Pokeball. Oh my god. I then spent some quality time with my son, taking lots of photos of him because they just grow up so fast. Hey, this is the one I used in the teaser post. I followed that up by catching myself a Corvisquire and 2 Rookity, 2 Fungus, 2 Mime Juniors, and the green, yellow, and blue plumages of Squawkabilly. And once I get out of the hyperspace, Philippe calls confirming the location of the next rogue Mega Pokemon, which is inside Hotel Richesme, so he warns us of dealing with Jacinta, and while I love her as a character, I completely get the warning. Once at the hotel, we see Jacinta and Grizel having an argument about coffee, and somehow me trying to play Peacekeeper backfires spectacularly, so now I have to team up with Lita to take them on in a double battle. Once we win, Jacinta offers her support in dealing with the hyperspace distortions, before revealing she knew Ansha is helping us during the day. All that pink hair dye must have opened her third eye or something. Nevertheless, she punishes the bond by forcing her to compete in the Super Tourney de Jacinta Infinite, until she has won 100 matches in a row. The most Jacinta punishment I could ever imagine. Grizel also confirms she and Grisham will help out if needed with the distortion, before Karina and Tawny turn up to take on the next rogue Mega Pokemon, Meowstic, a surprisingly tough fight on a first try. These rogue Mega fights have really leveled up in difficulty compared to the base game, and I really enjoy it, but it is still a children's game, so we defeat the cat and get its Mega Stone, along with a new type of butter, this time being Supreme Butter, which we give to Ansha. And at dinner, Karina drops the bomb that Ansha's mother is none other than Diantha, the Pokemon champion in X and Y and also Jacinta's teacher. We don't know if she's still the champion, as Ansha confirms she's filming a movie in a different region right now, before we all turn in for the night. Stop. Stay away. stay away, stay away. The next morning, everyone is talking about this weird dream they had last night before Emma comes by. She's been keeping tabs on the hyperspace situation and gives us some hyperberries she's come across during her investigation before leaving. And, like clockwork, we get a call from Corbeau telling us to go speak to him at the Rust Syndicate HQ. But before heading out, I get some donuts made, and thanks to the Supreme Butter, we can now use 7 berries per donut, and actually start getting some of the power-ups from the donut, as we can now put enough points into one of the 5 flavour profiles. Once at the Syndicate's HQ, we come in on another argument, as this time Canary and Ivor both want to speak to Corbeau. This somehow results in me and Corbeau taking them both on in a double battle, which we win. Afterwards, Corbeau still has no real update on the distortion above the Prism Tower, so we're back to surveying, this time needing 28,000 points in order to take on the next rogue Mega Pokemon. And in the distortions, I caught myself 2 Feebas along with 3 Toxel, 2 Alola Meowth and 2 Capsakid. Before deciding to do something that isn't exactly DLC related, but was added after the launch of the game, the Project M Mystery Gift, which gives you the 2 Megastones from Mewtwo. Within Lysander Labs, the systems will activate your presence and ask if they want you to release the locks, and should you choose to, Mewtwo will be released. Mable calls to tell you just how dangerous the Pokemon is, so we have to take it on, and after 2 Ultra Balls, oh, that was kinda underwhelmingly easy, but okay. Mable reveals Team Flare planned initially to use Mewtwo and its Megaforms to power the ultimate weapon, but doesn't really explain how they captured it in the first place, and how they kinda just forgot it down here for the last 5 years. And then she hangs up. So cool, we got a Mewtwo, but let's get back to the DLC. I then spent some time in the hyperspace battle zones before catching 2 Tinkatinks along with an Alpha Tinkatuff and 2 Glimesh before this Carbik without being spotted to get the 28k points needed for the next rogue mega fight. Philippe lets me know the location, and after a quick donut refill we make our way there. Heatran? They gave Heatran a mega? No shot. The legendary Pokemon Heatran, oh my god, they gave it a mega. Really? I didn't think they gave Legends megas, besides like Hoenn ones. That's so cool, okay. Its own steel body, which means we can expect to be dodge attacks that'll burn something fierce. Okay. I did not think we get a Heatran mega. I never thought that would come to pass. I really thought this was just kind of a forgotten mon. Like, they haven't really done anything with it. It was like barely talked about in the last Legends game. I can't believe they got it a mega. Is it going to be cool though? I like Heatran's design. I feel like it's like Marmite, where some people love it and some people hate it. Rogue Mega Evolution is imminent. Let's get it. What does it look like? What does Mega Heatran look like? This could be cool. They could cook so hard with this. I don't know though. Please be cool. Please be cool. Please. Oh. Okay. Why does it kind of look like a lasagna? You know what I mean? It kind of looks like a lasagna. This is... yeah, I don't think I like this one. I'm sorry, Heatran. I do not think I gel with your Mega. Despite not liking the Mega, this fight was by far the most challenging fight to me. So much so, I actually lost to it. I did beat it on a second attempt, but I really enjoyed how challenging of a fight it was. And once we defeat the legend and capture it, we get its Mega Stone and the best possible butter, Hyperspace Butter, which looks as gross as butter from space should look. But it does let Anshin make donuts with up to 8 berries now. Stay away. Stop. Hurt. It hurts. The next morning, everyone is talking about having another strange dream before Corbo calls us and tells us to meet him at the Syndicate base. But once we get there... Oh, this isn't good, is it? Oh, this is bad. Okay. Yeah, no, this is bad. I guess we're in the endgame now. Hyperspace Lumios is finally spreading, and it isn't just with Corbo's office, as Jacinta and Emma are also here. Corbo calls us and tells us we gotta locate him and Philippe, but everyone seems to be stuck in this hyperspace, as I found Grisham, Canary, Gwyn, Ivor, and Tarragon, but I did eventually find Corbo. And they confirm if we don't stop the distortion above the Prism Tower soon, everyone in Lumios could end up getting swallowed into hyperspace, before we're abruptly returned to our own dimension. But Corbo does have a breakthrough. All our survey work has revealed that this is all being caused by a single Pokemon. They believe it's due to it being exposed to so much Mega Energy from the tower when it went on its rampage at the end of the main game. So we'll need to feed Hoopa a donut with enough power to get us where this Pokemon is hiding in hyperspace, with Corbo dubbing it Operation Mega Donut. But to do that, we're going to need a whopping 50,000 points from hyperspace, so we gotta get to work. I started by catching 3 Mudkip and 2 Chingling, before bumping my dex entries by doing some evolutions. I evolved Starly to Staravia, Clobbopus to Grapploct, Sandygast to Palosand, Cubone into Marowak, and 2 Trico into Grovyle and then Grovyle into Sceptile, which brought me up to 36 in my dex, which is still super low. I didn't realize how little evolving I was doing because I was just enjoying the game's story so much. So I did even more. I evolved Nickit into Thievul, Unovan Yamask into Coffagrievous, Cantonian Meowth into Persian, Rookity into Corvisquire, and then up again to Corviknight, and I finished it off with Fungus into Amoonguss. Then in this fairy hyperspace, I was able to catch 2 Igglybuff along with the Jigglypuff. And after more time in the battle zones, I came across a hyperspace that had an Alolan Marowak as one of its preview Pokemon, so I ran in and caught it. As a full living dex isn't enough. If I want to truly 100% the DLC, I need a full living and forms dex. I then caught myself 3 Zubat along with a Zangoose, Galarian Meowth, and Berserker. And after some more time in the battle zones, we hit the 50,000 points, and Corbo gives us a call to tell us that they've completed their analysis and that they're going to meet us at the hotel. Once there, Corbo and Philippe show up and confirm the flavor scores needed to make the Mega Donut, and it's pretty wild. 310 in sweet, 100 in spicy, 310 in sour, 40 in bitter, and 40 in fresh. All of that in just 8 berries, plus the Rust Syndicate's special ingredient, an Epic Noir. I personally wouldn't trust the special ingredient for a business called the Rust Syndicate, so let's just hope Hoopa has all their tetanus shots. Corbo reaffirms the stakes and dubs the donut the Bad Dreams Donut, and tells us to meet in front of the tower once it's made. And after 20 minutes of trying to make the recipe, I checked online and found out I didn't have the needed berries to make the donut, so back to the zones we go.
20 minutes later.
Alright, I did some grinding, I checked a guide, and I should be able to make the donut. I need 2 Casa berries, which I have, 2 Tonga berries, which I have, a Shuka, a Koba, a Chople, and a Qualos. Do I have a Qualos? I should. I do. Perfect. Oh, I have loads. Alright, perfect. There we go, we did it. This should give me the donut, please. Oh, that thing looks crazy. Oh my god. I don't know if I'd eat that. That looks kind of crazy. It does kind of give away the Pokemon. But that's fine. I think we all had a fairly good idea. It's all like dreams and nightmares and stuff. Let's wrap this story up. We meet up with Corbo and Philippe outside of Zone 20, and we can see the distortion is still in full force. We show them the donut before Corbo walks us through the plan. Side characters from throughout the game will hold down the perimeter outside the zone, and we make our way to the top of the Prism Tower, with every character activating their Megastones to help boost the power of the donut. How's the look up there, Mercs? We're good to go. Let's do it. Let's end this. I don't know how we got up here, but you know, that's semantics. Thought you would be. Alright. Here goes. Do we get a fire cutscene? Mega Donut. Operation Mega Donut. Do we get a fire cutscene? The main game had fire cutscenes, please. Oh, I can tell this is going to be peak. Oh my... That looks so good. Oh my god. Are they going to make a ring? Please. And they're showing up a little bit late. That's fine. It's not like we're trying to save the city or anything, you know. You could have been here on time, but no, it's fine. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so pretty. Oh my god. Alright, Hoopa. Oh. Oh. The Unbound tease? Oh my god. Looking like a JoJo stand. Oh my god. Bro, this looks so cool. That was literally stunning. Oh, we're on the island. It's the one from the dreams. It's the one from the nightmare. Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks sick. Oh my god. Weirdly familiar. Yeah, no, we were here. This is crazy. Alright. Let's get it. Let's take him down. We make our way through the island before Karina reveals what I had a sneaky suspicion of for most of the DLC. The Pokemon causing all of this is the Sinnoh mythical Darkrai. And after quickly changing some moves on my Emboar, we make our way near to the center of the island before running into an old friend. Wait, is that AZ? No, this has to be a trick. This has to be a trick by Darkrai, there's no way. It's AZ, and Floette, no. No, game? You're trying to play a trick on me right now, this has to be a hallucination, there's no way. There is no way. Tim. Hello, Tawny. This has to be a trick. It has to be. Yeah, AZ, real. What? Yeah, please, tell me how, please. This has to be a trick. Darkrai. This has to be a trick. This is just a dream, huh? Yeah, it's not real. It's not real. He's not real. It is a dream, but then again, life is a dream. Oh my god. How could you, AZ? After everything with the tower, I came back to the hut to find you. Oh my god. She was the one to find him. Oh. You did wonderfully. I'm so grateful for all that you've done. You've saved the Pokemon, the people and Pokemon of our city, and my Floette. Oh my god. You truly are the worthy leader of Team MC. Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. Who found him at the end of the main game? Oh my god. Yeah. Thanks, Floette. And Karina. Strong as these two may be, they would have struggled in hyperspace if not for you. Nothing to thank me for. I can't stand to let poor Pokemon suffering from rogue Mega Evolution. Oh my god. And you, AZ, I can't believe you had the nerve to kick the bucket before I made it to Lumiose. Oh my god. I had hoped to welcome you, but life laughs at our hopes, doesn't it? Oh my god, he's dropping bars. He's dropping absolute bars. Oh no. Yeah, I'm so glad to have known you. Thank you. Oh. I'm glad we managed to meet. No, the time was precious. It warms my heart to hear you say so. After wandering in the dark for so long as I have, your words are almost blindingly bright. Oh! I believe in you all. AZ! No matter how harrowing the night, I know you will help shape a brighter tomorrow. Oh my god, bro. This game. This game and this character. I don't know if that was real. I don't know if that was a hallucination. That was incredible. Alright, we gotta take this thing down. It's pulled on my heartstrings. Darkrai, you are getting rocked. Once we make it to the center of the island, we once again hear the mysterious voice from the dreams, repeatedly telling us to stay away, before Darkrai finally reveals itself to us. Oh. They gave him his leggies! They gave Darkrai his leggies! It's been so long! Oh, damn. Looking like a straight TCG commercial. They gave him his leggies. I'm so hyped. It's been like 18 years since we saw them. They gave him his leggies. Alright, Darkrai, let's get it. The first phase of this fight really isn't that difficult. With a strong fighting type, you can make fairly quick work of it, but the second phase is a different story, as, like Heatran, Darkrai was given a new Mega form. This should do it, please, before he gets powerful? Okay, we got it, okay. There has to be more. There has to be more. He has a Mega, there's no way he doesn't. Also, that fight was kinda easy. Yeah, we're getting a Mega. Oh, against the moon? Oh, that looks good. Please be good. This could be Rayquaza levels. Oh. Oh, his head pot. Oh. We could have had Eldritch Horror. It's kind of giving, like, Spooky Magic 8 Ball. I don't think I like it. Oh. Why does he look so much like a bowling ball? Why is his head sticking out? Oh my god, I'm actually kind of sad. I'm sure it'll grow on me with time, but like... He looks... Darkrai, where's my Voltorb? The Voltorb shaped Darkrai. Like, it's just giving that. Oh. Yeah, I gotta heal. I gotta heal. This thing, I don't like it, but it's doing damage, bro. It's doing damage. And this phase of the fight is way more difficult than the first. Darkrai has some insane attacks that will easily knock out any Pokemon. So I went through most of my max revives just to keep Emboar fighting. But after chipping away Darkrai for what felt like 10 minutes, I was finally able to knock it out. With less than 150 calories left on the timer, I was hyped, because I thought I'd have to reset the entire thing, since I didn't think I'd be able to beat the Mega without those max revives. So I put it in a Pokeball, I get its Mega Stone, Corbeau congratulates us, and then we celebrate the rest of Team MZ outside of Zone 20. And that is the end of the main story of the DLC, but we are far from done. And now that the main story is done, we can get back to Ancha's initial request to Team MZ, capturing Rayquaza so she can give it to her mom Diantha. And to be honest, after saving the city twice, this sounds fairly manageable. And the first step to finding Rayquaza is speaking to Corbeau and Philippe. If Darkrai was emitting a unique Mega Energy, a Pokemon like Rayquaza must be doing something similar. And once at the Syndicate's base, Corbeau confirms 2 distortions similar to Darkrai's have appeared. What they're calling the Ruby and Sapphire distortions. Lita confirms she moved to Kalos from Hoenn and tells us the story of how the Hoenn legends Groudon and Kyogre would battle constantly, with only Rayquaza able to stop them. So I guess we're going after both of them first before we can face Rayquaza. And Corbeau lets us know we can now rematch rogue mega fights from across the main game and DLC in the distortions. But that's something we can come back to later on. Right now, we gotta focus on the 70k points we need to take on Kyogre and Groudon, so I got to work by catching a Morpeko, 2 Munna, a Sock and 3 Nacli before coming across a shiny Onix at charm odds. And I followed that up by doing some evolutions, with Jigglypuff evolving into Wigglytuff with the Moonstone, Munna into Musharna, Capskid to Scovillain with the Firestone, Spoink into Grumpig, and Toxel into the amped form Toxtricity. We'll need another Toxel or to find the Loki form in the wild, as all the Toxels I caught earlier all had natures that would evolve them into the amped form. And the evolutions don't stop coming, as Crabrawler evolves into Crabominable with an Ice Stone, Tinkatuff goes into Tinkaton, Chingling into Chimecho, Glimmet into Glamora, and finally Mudkip into Marshtomp, and Marshtomp into Swampert, with all of that getting us over 50% of the Hyperspace decks. And after spending all my Mega Shards on TMs, I continued adding to my decks, with a Combuskin and Blaziken, a few Cyclizar, before coming across yet another shiny Pokemon. And I followed that up with catching 2 Purloins and a Cryogonal before I found the Loki form with Toxtricity, along with 2 Mashchip and 2 Galarian Mr. Mime. The grinding for those 70,000 points was not fun, but I just really wanted to avoid the battle zones where I could. I know they give out great points, but after getting those 1000 battles for the charm in the base game through the Infinite Royale, I was trying my best to avoid stepping foot into one as much as possible, and since I was still working on the decks, it wasn't a problem as of yet. So while the grind was difficult, I was able to spend most of it just catching or evolving, like Purloin into Liepard, Nacli into Knacklestack and then into Garganical, Mashtiff into Mabostiff, Galarian Mr. Mime into Mr. Rhyme, along with Zubat into Golbat. And once we finish getting the 70k points needed, we meet up with Corbeau and Philippe at the Nouveau Cafe Truck. Similar to Darkrai, he lets us know we'll need a special ingredient to make the donuts to take on the Weather Trio. Salt. Specifically from the Hoenn region, that Grisham just so happens to have and uses in his cooking, which explains the odd meetup spot. He very kindly gives us the salt, and I was able to make the donut for Groudon on my very first try with no guide. And like Darkrai's, it looks crazy, but it does mean we can take on the legendary. Oh, this is gonna be cool. So this is Groudon's world. Please look like Ruby. Please, it'd be so cool if it's... Come quick, you two. It's gonna be the cave. Oh my god! That looks sick! Ginormous red crystals, lava pouring down. This is what's like in Groudon's subconscious? Yeah! Groudon, I love what you've done with the place. This is so cool! Fire type when it undergoes primal reversion. This must have been what it was like to play like Gen 3 back in the day. This is incredible! And once we make our way through Groudon's fiery Mind Palace and approach the legendary, it breaks out of its stone encasing, starting the fight. Groudon is the same as the other rogue mega fights in the game, and like Darkrai, it has 2 stages. But instead of a mega, it has a primal form. Its base form is pretty easy as you would expect, but its primal form is where things get tough. Despite the game not having abilities, they got Primal Groudon's ability, Desolate Land, to work in this battle, so water type moves became completely ineffective and did no damage. So I had to rely on my Salamence and its Earthquake to do all the heavy lifting to beat Groudon. And since it was a guaranteed catch, I caught it in a Pokeball. And then I received its red orb, which lets it turn primal, and this thing is chonky. And then after a quick chat with Corbo and Karina about primal forms, we can immediately go and take on Kyogre. So I get the donut made, and then head over to Wild Zone 5 where the distortion is waiting for us. And like Groudon, Kyogre has a primal form, but this fight is so much easier than Groudon, my Ampharos made quick work of the whale. So I caught it in a Great Ball since it was a guaranteed catch, so I might as well color match it, and then we get its blue orb. Corbo and Mable believe that in order to summon the distortion for Rayquaza, we need Ansha to really focus in on it and visualize it in her mind, since hyperspace is so heavily linked to the subconscious. So, on the roof of Hotel Z, Ansha recounts the ancient Hoenn myth of how Rayquaza descended down from the heavens and put a stop to the constant fighting between Kyogre and Groudon by stripping them of the nature power that allowed them to stay in their primal forms. And by her sheer force of will, a massive green distortion appears above Hotel Z. Philippe comes to review it and confirms a special donut will be needed along with 100,000 points from hyperspace, so we're back to the grind. So in between stints in the battle zones, I caught myself a Darkspun and its Prevo Fido, 2 Mankey and a Primeape, 2 Golett, a Mimikyu, a Shroodle and a Grafaiai, the 2 other forms of Tatsugiri along with the Dondozo, before coming across yet another shiny Pokemon. And after defeating this Kitsukido, it finally got me to the 100k points needed. Once in the hotel, Corbo gives us the additional ingredient needed for the donut, Arboliva oil, along with the flavour profiles we'll need. And after a little bit of messing around with the berry combos, we were able to make it, which means all that's left is to take on the dragon. Once on the roof, we activate the donut and it brings us to Rayquaza's subconscious area in hyperspace that looks just like Spear Pillar in Hoenn. So we make our way to the centre of the arena and Rayquaza descends down for the final fight of the post game, and it really feels like a final boss fight, because this thing is a monster. Like with the other fights, this has 2 phases. Base Rayquaza, which I was able to beat fairly easily, and then Mega Rayquaza, which I struggled with massively. So much so, I lost to it 3 separate times. But you know what they say, 4th try is the charm, and I show there were no hard feelings because I caught him in a friend ball. I fully intended to give the legend to Ansha, but this is a Pokemon game, so she has a change of heart and asks us to hold on to Rayquaza until she is old enough to become a trainer, as she believes the stories she made on this journey are a far better gift for her mom Diantha than any one Pokemon. I would have kept the giant sky dragon personally, but that's just me. So we hold on to the legend and Ansha agrees to stay with us in Team MZ as there are still hyperspace distortions popping up all over the city. And that means we get to finally move on to the true post game. And it starts with Corbo calling the Sunshine. What more could we ask for? He tells us that the Rust Syndicate have a new system they want us to check out, so we have to make our way to their HQ. And once there, Corbo lets us know about special scanning. Essentially, every time you earn 25k points in hyperspace, you get to do a special scan, and in these special distortions you can find rare Pokemon or 5-star battle zones where you'll earn a load of points. And we'll be doing a lot of special scans. And while grinding for those points for my first special scan, I went to the creepy alley guy to spend my shards, and he started talking about the mythical Pokemon Genesect, and how it has 4 drives that change the power of its signature move, and those things are pricey. So I bought the first one, and then decided to finally start on the different side quests in the game, and what better to start with than the Mega Brawler I accidentally ran into earlier. Hey guys, sorry I Sorry I bailed on you earlier. I didn't have the time, but I'm here now. Let's do it. It is such a weird looking mega. What is that thing? Wait, do I take on both of them at the same time? Oh. And they're alphas? Oh god, okay, they're definitely ice type. They're definitely an ice type still. Yeah, let's just Mega Evolve off rip. Let's... A lot of damage. Please. Oh. Oh my god. Embor, yes! Oh, that was like... That was kind of easy. That was kind of underwhelmingly easy. Oh, and he gets Mega Stone. Oh, neat. Sweet, there we go. Crabominite. So I went around taking on all the hyperspace side quests I came across, like teaming up with Emma to take on Team Fleur Nouveau, and getting Grisham's outfit as a reward, before I stumbled into one of the most important and toughest hyperspace side quests. Why do you know my name? Why are they called brother and sister? What? You've encountered many different Pokemon on your journey. I have. What's happening? Are you familiar with this Pokemon? Are you familiar? Oh! I knew it. I knew it. I knew the Lotties had to be in this game. They have Megas. They had to be. I knew they would be between Darkrai and Groudon. There we go. Okay. Is this how I get them in a side quest? It's highly intelligent, understands human speech. Yeah, okay. Do you just repeat everything your brother says? This is... What's happening? Okay. We would like to request a battle with you. Wait, do I have to take them on at the same time? What? No. There's no way I can take on, like, 2 legends at the same time. Nah. You were challenged by Pokemon Trainer's brother and sister. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna suck. They're... What? What do you mean they both... Salamence! How did they both just immediately Mega Evolve? What the... There's no way I can win this. Surely not. Are they recovering? It can recover? Are you kidding me? No. Oh god. What is this, bro? What is this side quest? How am I supposed to win this? This is crazy.
Later, in the void.
Please? Dang it, okay. Blastoise, please. Before he recovers, please. Please? Oh, thank God. Oh my god. Oh, thank God. Like, 20 attempts? I don't know. I've been at this for like 40 minutes. I cannot believe it. Oh my god. I actually think that was harder than every single boss fight. That sucked. Surely I get the Pokemon. Marvelous. Yeah, just give me the legendaries. Take the Mega Stone. Okay, cool. I got Latiosite. And the last, I'll get the Latiasite. Okay, but do I get the Pokemon? Surely I get the Pokemon. After all of that, I have to get the Pokemon, please. I hope we meet again somewhere, sometime. Yeah, but give me the Pokemon. They're right there. What do you mean that's the entire side mission? Where do I get the Lotties? Yeah, but like... What? Okay, all of that and we didn't get the legendaries. Okay, no, but... This is such a weird side quest, bro. How? Like, okay, they register my decks. Oh my god, they're the exact Pokemon between Darkrai and Kyogre. Okay. But there's still so many gaps here. What goes here? Okay, I guess we're gonna find the Lotties later. That was so weird, dude. That was so weird. And after grabbing a couple of Gulpin, I got the 25k points needed to do my first special scan. But it wasn't what I was looking for, and Corbeau does confirm only one special scan distortion can be opened at a time, so back to the grind I went. I caught myself 2 Galarian Yamask, along with a Galarian Stunfisk and Cantonian Farfetch'd, before coming across the next of these double battle distortion side quests, where I took on Laban and Jacintha with Lita, and after beating them, I got Jacintha's dress instead of the maid outfit I was really hoping for. But I kept going, taking on Ivor and Gwyn alongside Karina, before catching a throw and a white plumage Squawkabilly to complete all its forms, before I beat both of the new Mega Raichus in a battle, getting their Mega Stones. And after catching a male Indeedee, I came across another new Mega, and it might just be my favourite Mega of all time. Wait. My baby! They gave him a Mega! ZA is the best game ever made. ZA is the best game. This is the best game ever made. They've given Ember and Golurk Megas. Oh my god. My Gen 5 nostalgia. Look at him, he looks sick. Big man. I don't know what type this. Whoa. Ember, no. Okay. I'm so happy. It's so cool. This actually might be my new favorite Mega of all time. Look how cool he is. What type is this? I'm doing no damage. I don't care. I will get this Pokemon. This is baby. This is my baby, and it's a 17-foot tall mecha monster iron giant looking ass. Where'd he go? Oh, I'm so happy. They gave my baby a Mega. So I immediately evolved one of the Golett I caught earlier and got to see the big iron giant in all its glory. I tried to take a picture of him, but homeboy was simply too big to fit. But it is 100% my new favorite Mega of all time. I absolutely love this thing. And since evolutions were on the brain, I evolved Swalot into Gulpin, and then took Galarian Yamask into Zone 20 to get the damage needed so I could do its complicated evolution. And once it took the needed damage, I brought it to the bridge near Zone 17 for it to evolve. Before working on another weird evolution, this time for Annihilate. But since moves no longer have power points, I was able to just spam the zero effect Rage Fist at a Fletchling in Zone 1, and just like that, we have a dead Murder Monkey. And then after some coffee at the Nouveau Cafe, I was able to evolve Alolan Meowth into Alolan Persian, and Golbat into Crobat, and then after a quick bench reset, Grievard into Houndstone. I was then able to catch a Flamigo, with the quests in that hyperspace getting me the points needed for my next special scan. But before that, I wanted to complete more hyperspace side quests, so I ran into the Windchime and defeated it to get its Megastone, along with taking on Laban and a hologram Jacintha, and once I win, I get a different colour of Jacintha's dress, even though I was still hoping for the maid outfit. Then I took on Mega Glamour and its kinda underwhelming Mega, before coming across a ghost of Distortion's past in Porygon, so I catched 3 of them, and thank Arceus it was easier than in PLA. And then after grabbing the last of the Hoenn Stars with Torchic, I went to see about my next special scan, just for it to be a battle zone. But since I was in the Syndicate's base, I dealt with the Distortion that's in their lobby, which ended up being a double battle against Corbeau and Philippe with Tawny. And once we win, we get Corbeau's suit, which is cool and all, but where's the maid outfit? Pokemon, give me what I want. I then stumbled in on Vinny and Corbeau having a hyperspace date that went sideways due to Philippe's third wheeling, so I teamed up with Vinny to take them both on again, and this time we get a different colorway of Corbeau's outfit. I then came across my least favourite new Mega in ZA. I just don't like Scovillain as a Pokemon, it feels like a middle stage to me. But we did end up getting the Mega Stone. Before finding the Mega for a new Mon I was hyped to see, Golisopod. It's a bug steel type with some crazy stats, so it took an age to chip away at its health, but I did eventually beat it and get its Mega Stone. And I immediately evolved my shiny Wimpod I caught earlier, so I could see just how cool shiny Golisopod was. I was in a hyperspace that had Cleavor as one of its preview mons, but I couldn't find one, so I caught myself a Scyther and evolved it up with the black Ogreite that I either got from a hyperspace Pokeball or picked up while running around. And then while grinding points for my next special scan, I came across a shiny Mime Jr., and once I caught it, I evolved the normal one I caught earlier into Cantonian Mr. Mime. I then made an initial dent into all the new side quests throughout Lumiose, doing them as I came across them, like taking a survey, helping this guy lie to his date, and buying a super expensive cup of coffee. But I would catch new Pokemon as and when they would come up in the distortions, like the Seviper, which got me my next special scan. With this one actually paying off, as it had both Hisui and Quillfish along with the Galarian Slowpoke line, which you could only get one of in the base game, so I grabbed 2 Quillfish along with one of each of the Galarian line. And back at the side quest, I came across the guy with the Gimmighoul again, who wants someone to help him evolve it. but I had already prepared for this, as most of the shining spots in hyperspace will give you Gimme Ghoul coins. So I had the 999 coins needed to evolve it. So I accepted the Gimme Ghoul and immediately evolved it into Goldengo, and it turned out to be the 105th Mon registered in my hyperspace dex. And this is where I realised a lot of the different legends or mythicals at the end of the dex would be found via the Lumio side quests. As the next one I found had a lady that came across a Meltan. Worried what havoc it could cause, she asked us to catch it, which we do, just for a distortion to appear on the nearest building. And once we head into it, we come across a little girl, and when we speak to her, all the Meltan around her turn into a giant Metal, and then she just disappears, and we get the Pokemon. That was really odd, but we got it, so we can move on. And so I did. I obtained the Rotom catalog after defeating all its different forms, helped a guy after he got trapped in the Cofagrigus, along with taking on the hyperspace mission within Lysandra Labs, where you battle Team Flare Nouveau alongside Philippe to get a different colorway of Grisham's outfit. Before being told about a ghost child, which can be found at the tip of the grandest shadow within a red and white circle. I knew it had to be the Prism Tower and some Pokeball on the ground. So I made my way to the area and found the Pokeball in the center of a battle course, with the game telling me it was the correct spot, so I just waited for nearly 20 minutes as the Prism Tower shadow slowly creeped closer. The Tower shadow is falling across the spot that the Hex Maniac pointed out, okay. Will you thrust your fist towards the earth? Ground meat fist. Nah, that sounds painful. No, ground meat fist. Aha, I've been in time. Let's see together what the true ghost story was. Oh, that didn't really look like a punch. It looked like I kind of just tapped it. Oh! Of course it was going to be Marshadow. I can't believe that actually surprised me. Like, of course it was going to be Marshadow. What other is, like, Ghost Baby? Look at him. Look at him, little baby. I love him. He does give Mom I threw up energy, but I adore this little guy. Alright, in the Moonball. Please. Please in the Moonball. It would look so good. Let's go. Okay, we got it. Another mythical caught. That was sick. Look at him. Little baby. Sweet. Another mythical checked off the list. Alright, let's keep it going. And in between more side quests, I grabbed myself a Kecleon from hyperspace before being offered a Porygon trade, which I did, and I got myself a Porygon too. I then stumbled upon yet another hyperspace mission, this one being in the sewers, where you team up with Laban to take on Ivor and Gwyn, where you get another colorway of Ivor's Gi, before once again finding the Porygon trade guy, this time in hyperspace, with him giving us the dubious disc needed to evolve Porygon 2 up to Porygon Z. I then came across the funniest side quest in the game. In the research lab, Mable tells us she found a hacked Pokeball that contains the mythical Pokemon Volcanion. Somehow, Team Flare were able to hack the Pokeball with the virus, and the Pokemon's been in there for years. Mabel's worried about the damage it will cause once released, so she gives it to us to deal with, and introduces us to the Pokemon Lab's basement. Why am I in the void again? I already beat Darkrai. You copy? Yeah, why am I in the emptiness of space? This is the basement? This is the basement? They couldn't even make a basement room? We could come in, but we like staying alive. What is this? Why am I in the blackness of space? Volcanion, I'm so sorry. They did you so dirty. You're like such a forgotten mon, and your battle area is just empty. Can I just run around for like miles down here? How big is this? This is so dumb, bro. Let's see it. Yeah, we're getting into battle. Let's see it. How weird is this spot? I gotta be able to just run for miles for sure, please. Aw. This is so dumb, bro. What is this? Alright, Volcanion, let's get it, I guess. Are you strong? You're strong-ish. I can't believe this is the Volcanion side quest, bro. It's a mythical and we're just fighting it in just... What is this? Alright, in what ball do I want it in? Fast. Fast is the red and yellow. It's not a guaranteed catch? What? Are you kidding me? Did you not hear me when I said to catch it? Yeah, I thought... It's not a guaranteed catch? Oh my god. Oh, I have to do it again. Are you... Volcanion, I'm so sorry. They've done you so dirty with this. Oh my god. Alright, this hit should do it. Come on, knock it out. Will this catch, please? Alright, there we go. That took 4 tries, because Volcanion's catch rate sucks apparently. But we got it, so we don't have to stay in the void anymore. Yeah, woo, we got Volcanion. Dude, this is... Pokemon, what is this side quest, bro? What was this? Back in hyperspace, I beat Canary and her grandfather twice, and like all the other double battles, we get her outfit, and then a different colorway of it, after teaming up with both Naveen and Gwyn. I then came across a huge Naruto fan, because he started going on about needing an eternal rival, and something about being a mayor. The black bars were absolutely sending me, so I wasn't really listening to him, but since he had a Shark Cadet, I knew this would be how I would get one of my all-time favourite Pokemon in Ceruledge. So I went along with this story. He agreed to give me one of the Evo items for Shark Cadet, so I chose the Malicious Armor, immediately used it, got myself a Ceruledge, and then defeated his Armarouge. He doesn't give us the other Evo item, but we can come back to that later. I ran into Lita relaxing at a cafe and joined her. She confirms she is a half-brother, Tierno, one of the friends we had throughout X and Y. It's really cool for the game to confirm this, since it's been a fan theory since ZA's release, but I'm more interested in that she's never met him, and if this confirms divorce exists in the Pokemon universe. Oh, and she wants to battle us, to test her mettle, and once we defeat her, it's revealed Corina has been watching the entire time, and after some words of encouragement, everyone leaves happy. And after purchasing the 4th and final Genesect drive from the AliTM guy, he tells us to go and check a special location, which ends up being in Zone 13, and as we approach, a distortion appears. And when we go inside, what do we find but of course, Genesect. And the AliTM guy is here too for some reason. And this thing is not a guaranteed catch. I found that out the hard way because I wasted one of my very few Dream Balls on it. But I was eventually able to catch it in Ultra Ball, before the alley guy congratulates us and disappears. But he did tell us that we can still trade with him, which is good because I still have TMs to buy from him. And after getting the points needed for my next special scan, it finally came up good. Oh, I got one! Oh, okay, cool, finally, sweet. I saw on Twitter. This is the distortions you need to get, like, legendaries and mythicals. Okay, I finally got one. Okay, where is it? It's in Zone 5. Alright, let's go check it out. Let's see what I got. What legend or mythical did I get? I think Corbo tells you which one you get. I'm assuming it's either him or Philippe. Latias, okay. Sweet. Oh, it's Mable. Oh, Mable told me, okay. I don't know why. I thought I saw on Twitter that was Corbo or Philippe. Alright, let's go find this thing. Oh, wait. Is that her up there? Wait. Oh, there she is! Okay. Latias, there we go. I'm not going to catch this thing. I found out on Twitter yesterday. Thankfully, I got spoiled. You can shiny hunt some of the legendaries in hyperspace, and Latias is one of them. And honestly, I'm so happy I found this out. I would have caught this thing without a second thought, because the games have been kind of stingy with letting us shiny hunt legendaries recently. So yeah, we get to shiny hunt this thing, and this thing's shiny is so pretty. I can't wait to shiny hunt it. But it does mean we're going to have to start, donuts. The fun process of resetting for donuts. Hard resetting is done by pressing X, B, and up on the D-pad on the intro screen, and it will bring you back to your last time at a Pokemon Center. You need to do this, otherwise you'll just load into the hyperspace again. So I threw down a hard save at the Pokemon Center near Hotel Z and healed my Mons, and I made my way to make some donuts, because we also have to hard reset for donuts. The main flavor profile needed to get shiny boosting power is sweet. I found Tonga berries work best, as if you use 8 of them, you're guaranteed 2 encounter boost powers, and 1 is always sparkling power. But unlike the sandwiches in Scarvi, the types you get are random, which is why the hard save is so important, as to not waste berries on bad donuts. So I just kept resetting until I got a donut that would help boost my odds. Since I was going for Latias, a Dragon, Psychic, or all types donut would do the trick, and I eventually got what I was looking for. Oh, I can take that. Oh, I can so work with that. Okay, sweet. We get a shiny on Latias. Level 2 is good. It's like 1 in 683 odds, I think. Level 3 would have been better. That's like 1 in 586, but I'm not going to be selfish. I really just want to hunt Latias. I really like the shiny. So we can finally hunt the dragon. Let's go. It only took 40 minutes to get a usable donut. Alright. That is a bad omen for the rest of the hunts. But let's go hunt this dragon. I can't wait. Alright, can't wait to hunt this thing. I'm excited. I'll show you what I'm doing. I messed around with how to hunt it before I got my donut, and I think I found the best way I could do it. There's a bunch of Moonut that spawn over here, but if I run to my left, down here, there's a bunch of like Curly and Garnivore Ralts. And if I run back and forth, it despawns the Pokemon. So you can see Latios isn't there right now, and when I run back over to the Muna, it should spawn back in. Yeah, there it is. So I'm just going to run back and forth until it shines. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I looked online, I couldn't find anything that wasn't this. And to be fair, I couldn't even find this. I don't know what else to do. But this works for me. Maybe there are better ways in the future. If there is, that would be cool. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And we're just going to do it until we get the shiny Latios. Because I want it. I want it so bad. I love yellow Latios. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. Let's see how long it takes.
346 minutes later.
Oh my god, there it is. There it is. 403 encounters. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's so huge. That's so under odds as well. Look at her. Wait, I gotta save. I gotta save. I don't know if this thing can flee. I don't know if it can hurt itself. I am not taking any chances. I want this Pokemon so bad. Look at her. Oh, what ball do I throw at her? No. Oh, shit. What? What do you mean I just caught it in a Pokeball that I didn't even mean to throw? There we go. First of the 5 legends that we can shiny hunt in this game. Oh my god. Maybe their catch rates are lowered. I don't know. But there it is. That is the first of the 5. That is crazy. I caught a female Indeedee before I took on some of the side quests within Hotel Z. And what I found out to be by far the most difficult Lumio side quest. 1v1ing Karina's Lucario with a Lucario of your own. It is brutal. You will be KO'd in 1 hit every time. So you need to be careful. And I wasn't initially. So I lost 16 times to her. But by spamming Protect and Detect, I was eventually able to defeat her. And I was hyped about it. Okay, I survived. Oh my god, I survived again. Please. Yes! Finally. Okay, we did it. Oh my god, that's an hour of my life. I'm never getting back, but we're done. We're done. Karina, if you do not give me the stone right now, we're gonna have a problem. If she's like, no, don't worry. Next side quest you get, I'm gonna lose my mind. I could tell both Lucarios didn't hold anything back. Give me the stone. You shouldn't have any trouble putting this Mega Stone to good use. Okay, we got it. Thank god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Most annoying side quest. And I know it's you spam Protect Detect. I know, but like, goddamn, that was tedious. The ultimate moves lady has nothing on Karina. I rolled her in like 3 tries and I've been here an hour just losing to Karina over and over again. But we're done. We're done and I'm never using Mega Lucario Z because it traumatized me and I'm sad about it. And now we're going to move on. That sucked. No, I'm not battling you again. Never again, Karina. Go away. Do not speak to me again. Do not. I'm 30k. Not worth it. This was not worth the trauma. In the hotel lobby, Naveen asks us for a battle to help psych them up for something. And once we defeat him, the reason for the battle is revealed. He needs to return home, but doesn't want to due to his grandmother not being supportive of his dreams in fashion. But after some sagely advice from Ansha, Naveen is reinvigorated in his dream and has faith his grandmother will change their mind in time. And this is where I started grinding the Distortion Rogue Mega fights that Corbo had mentioned earlier when he explained special scanning to us. You rematch a random Mega you fought before, and every time you defeat them you get 10,000 points along with berries from a large golden Pokeball, and a new fight spawns in every time the time of day changes. So I would defeat 2 Megas and then run through a 4-star hyperspace and would have the points needed for my next special scan. And after my 3rd attempt, I finally got another legendary special scan. Alright, what do we get? What's the next legend or mythical? Is it something we can shiny hunt? Please. Please be something we can shiny hunt. Mable? Oh, it's Latios. Okay, sweet. We can shiny hunt that. Search it out and catch it. Alright. Latios was this side, so I doubt it's over here again, but I gotta check. I can't wait. Latios is such a sick shiny as well. Where could it be, though? I don't think it's gonna be this side, but I gotta check. I can't rule it out. Oh! Alright, there it is. Ow. Okay, wait, can I just spam this? Does this reset it? Does it respawn? Where? Okay, it's there. I don't know if that resets it. Wait. This could be the easiest shiny hunt in the entire game, or this could be brutal. Wait. Wait. Does it move? I can't wait. Does it? No, it's still in the same spot. Okay, yeah. I think this is a soft reset hunt. Okay. Still, that's not going to be terrible. Soft resets are way better on Switch 2 than they are on Switch 1, but... Alright. Cool. We found the next legend. It'll be an okay thing to hunt, I think. Alright, cool. Let's go get that donut made. Before grinding for the donut for Latios, I made a quick stop into the Quasartico building to give Vinny a Mimikyu for his daughter. And the next time I entered, a new side quest with Jet appeared, where she tells us about the man-made Pokemon Magearna. Her Quasartico team are producing a Megastone for the Pokemon to help wake it up from its 500-year dormant state. But they need 999 Mega Shards to create the stone, which I had on me. So I gave them to Jet, and she comes back and tells us to use our Mega Ring to activate the Pokemon. And once it awakens, Jet gives it to us, along with the Megastone, believing we're best suited to show Magearna how the world has changed since it was last awake. I'm not really sure about all that, because after I checked out its Mega, I immediately put it in my boxes, and it hasn't been out since, but we get to move on, and it's another side quest done. Ooh, boost odds a lot. Oh, let's go. Okay, Sparking level 3 for Psychic. That's huge. That's so huge. I saw on Twitter that apparently level 3 Sparkling Power gives you like a guaranteed shiny, like it hard codes it in. I don't know if that's true. We're going to have to see. But I'm going to hunt Latios. I can't wait. Either this is going to be super easy or this is going to be brutal. Let's go find out. Alright, I made a beeline here. I'm going to drop a save. I didn't check for any like guaranteed shinies because I want to get Latios first. But let's see. One and done? No. Okay, that's fine. We'll have to check for the guaranteed shiny once I get it. I'd be amazed if it's an actual thing. Maybe it is, but it would be wild for the game just to casually chuck that in. Alright. Into, Latios, into, be kind to me. No, alright, let's see how this goes.
12 seconds later.
$28 encounters? Are you kidding me? Look at him! Oh my god! That might be the fastest shiny hunt I've ever had. 28 encounters. I've been here for like 20 minutes, maybe? Not even. Look at him. Oh my god. I need it in a Pokeball. I need to match Latios. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. And we got it. There we go. That might just be the fastest shiny hunt I've ever had. Oh my god. That's wild. Oh, I love hyperspace shiny hunting. This is great. Look at him. That's crazy, dude. Alright, we gotta go check for that guaranteed spawn. Apparently it's near where you spawn in. Where did I spawn in? It was over there. Alright. Are there actually guaranteed shiny Pokemon in this game? I literally didn't even check when I came in. It should be just over here by the Pokemon Center. Are there guaranteed spawns? Oh my god, there are. Pokemon have actually put guaranteed shiny Pokemon just into the game. That's crazy. And it's a Muna. Muna are a great shiny. And we got it. Oh my god. They've actually put guaranteed shiny Pokemon into a Pokemon game that aren't like one-offs. That's actually kind of crazy, dude. Imagine saying that to someone playing like Gen 4. Being like, oh, you're Gyarados? Yeah, we can get like guaranteed shiny Pokemon, no problem now. That's actually kind of crazy. Back to the Rogue Mega Fight grind, and after an hour of trying, I finally got another special scan that I needed, and this time it was for Rotom. Rotom has 6 different forms, and I needed all of them. I did have the Rotom catalog already, so I could change them on's form if needed, but I was able to catch all 6 forms fairly easily along with some extras along the way. And after 2 more hours, the Rogue Mega Fights giving me nothing I needed, I spoke to Tawny in the Hotel Z lobby, and she shows me a prison ball. She says she found it in AZ's room, and then it starts agitating Anja's Hoopa, with Corbo calling us to let us know a strange distortion has appeared, and it is emitting some super strong bizarre energy. And he says the Pokemon causing it looks similar to Hoopa, before he hangs up telling us to deal with it. Tawny gives us the ball, and we make our way to the distortion and find Hoopa unbound. And I found this fight actually fairly tough, but that's mostly due to me not knowing Hoopa's typing since I haven't played the Gen 6 games. But we're eventually able to knock it out and use the Prism Bottle on it, which transforms it into its other form. They choose to join us and we registered in our decks. My special scan luck was still pretty bad at this point, so I was grinding points, but it wasn't all terrible. While doing normal distortions for berries, I somehow came across 3 separate shinies in one single distortion. No sparkling power, just Charmods. And one of them was one of my all-time favorite little guys in Clobbopus. I wish my mic was recording for this, because I was losing my mind. This is still the most shinies I found in a single hyperspace without sparkling power. And after what felt like an age, I was finally able to add a new Pokemon to my decks that wasn't a legendary or mythical, as I finally got a distortion that had Galarian Farfetch'd in it. It's not an overly rare Pokemon to find in the distortions, I just got unlucky with it. So I went in and grabbed 2 of them before taking on its normally challenging evolution. By giving it the leak item, which you can get from a Farfetch'd centric side quest, you can boost the chance of a move critical hitting, as you need to land 3 critical hits in one battle for the Pokemon to evolve. I messed around with different methods in the Lumiose battle zones, but I found the most effective method was the static Alpha Salamence that can be found in Zone 18, and by using high crit chance moves like Slash and False Swipe, I was able to do it on my very first try. I only needed to attack the dragon 4 times before I got the critical hits needed so I could evolve Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd. And since odd evolutions were on the mind, I took Hisuian Quillfish into Zone 3 and spammed Barb Barrage on the wild Pokemon until it was able to evolve into Overquill. And this is when my special scan luck got really good, as my next scan gave me a Gimmighoul distortion, so I ran in and caught a batch of them before the next special scan was for another legendary, which turned out to be the Unovan Sword of Justice Terrakion. Anja blessed us with the level 2 Rock Sparkling Donuts, so I got to work on my resets, and the resets for Terrakion are actually super easy. By using this teleporter, it despawns the Pokemon, and by running forward a little or doing a forward roll, it respawns it back in. Go back to the teleporter and rinse and repeat. It's a really straightforward hunt, and it's super fast. I was able to get over 300 encounters in the first hour alone.
2 hours later.
Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at him. Thank goodness his horns turn red. That would have been real hard to spot. Look at him. Big dog. Big Chihuahua looking ass dog. I do like Terrakion. I used to prefer it as a kid. It has become my least favorite of the Swords of Justice. It's still cool. It is still cool. But it's shiny. I really don't like its shiny. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Terrakion. Your shiny just kind of gives ice cream cone. And not in a good way. But there it is. Alright, we just gotta catch it. I'm guessing it's gonna be like the Lotties where its catch rate is really low. So maybe I put in Luxury Ball? We'll try. We'll see. Do we get it? Please. Please? Let's go. First of the dogs. We got a dog. I feel bad. I really want to like Terrakion more, but it's not that cool. Yeah, you're just, I'm sorry, Terrakion. Alright. Let's keep it going. I went back to donut resetting after getting Terrakion, but not for sparkling donuts. Each of the flavor profiles offer different boosts, and Sour offers some of the best. You can improve the amount of items you get from hyperspace, like coins, EXP candy, berries, and what I'm looking for, special items. Special items are what the game class as the evolution items needed for the Pokemon that don't spawn in hyperspace. I was able to get the donut after some grinding, but to get the most out of it, I have to use it on a 5-star special scan distortion. It's the only way to guarantee those rare evolution items. Thankfully, my special scan luck continued as I got another Gimmighoul special scan after 2 battle zones, and within 2 Pokeballs, I got both the Prism skill for Feebas and the Auspicious Armor for Charcadet. And I ended up leaving the hyperspace with multiple of each Evo item, and I used them immediately, with Charcadet evolving into Armarouge thanks to the Auspicious Armor, and I followed that up with doing the handful of trade evolutions in the DLC. I traded a Porygon holding the upgrade to evolve into a Porygon 2, and then a Porygon 2 holding the Dubious Disc that evolves into Porygon Z, and then a Feebas traded with the Prism Scale evolves into Milotic, meaning every remaining Pokemon we need for the decks are found within the special scans. So back to the Mega Fights I went, and my luck with the special scans just kept going, as 2 scans later, the game gave me the hyperspace that had Virizion in it. And this thing's shiny is so beautiful. I was hyped to hunt it, until I found out where it was. Please just don't be down here. Virizion anywhere else, just not down here, please. God damn it, okay. How am I gonna get resets for this thing? Ivorizian, big fan. I love your shiny. I can't wait to shiny hunt you. I don't know how I'm gonna get resets for you right now, but it's such a cool Pokemon. It's such a cool Pokemon and has a great shiny. I don't know how I'm gonna get resets for it, so we're gonna have to figure that out first, and that could take a minute. Alright, so this is where the hyperspace is in our Lumiose. It's near the dojo. I gotta work out what's the respawn distance. So for our Lumiose, it's about 50 meters. I don't know what it is in hyperspace. It's probably further. It feels further, especially with Latios. So we're gonna say 70. If I run 70 meters away down this path, how far away do I have to go? Okay, so if I go to where the steps are and I can run back, yeah. Oh yeah, I can do this. Okay. Yeah, this isn't that bad. I won't be able to see the Pokemon, so I guess I'll have to check at the end of a donut. Yeah, this is actually kind of manageable. Okay. And I already got the donut made. It's a 3-star alpha donut for grass, so I might get a cool Shalfa, maybe. Maybe the game will give me a Shalfa. It would be wild. Yeah, no, we can do this. Oh yeah, we can do this. This is going to be okay. Okay, can I force the game to give me Shalfa? That is the question. Sparkling Power, Grass, level 3, and Alpha Power. There's a load of Alpha throw over there. Okay, so it has to be down here. Weeping Bell. Is it Shalfa Weeping Bell? Oh my god. I just forced the game to give me a Shalfa. That's actually kind of crazy. Imagine saying to someone playing PLA for the first time, like, oh yeah, in the sequel, you're able to just force Shalfas. That would be crazy. I can't believe that's actually a thing. Virizion, are you also going to be shiny? Oh, big Hawlucha. No, okay. That's fine. We'll come down here, we'll drop a hard save, and we'll just keep running back and forth. I can't keep track of the encounters, so we're just going to have to do it by hours. This is going to be hour 1. Let's see how long it takes before we actually get the shiny. Okay, it's about to hit. Yeah, it's gone under 800 calories. Okay, we'll give it a check. Last check of hour 2. I don't expect it to be shiny. I'm going to be real with you. I feel like this is going to be a longer hunt. Latios was so fast. If this is a short hunt, I'm going to lose my mind. All the Hawlucha. But hey, I've been wrong before. Maybe I'll get luck. I said maybe I'll get lucky, and I got lucky, boys. There it is. She is beauty. She is grace. She is one of the best shinies in the franchise. Look at her. In 2 hours, shiny Virizion. That's crazy. We gotta catch it. In a luxury ball. Gotta go with Terrakion. It's gotta match with Terrakion. Come on. One and done. One and done. Shiny Virizion. Let's go. That's sick. But Virizion was where my special scan luck died, as it took 9 attempts to get another useful special scan, this one containing the Frigibax line. So I caught 3 of them for the full line along with the Hisui and Avalugg that can only be found in the 5-star Ice-type hyperspace. But I ran out of storage space during this recording, so it cuts out just before I catch it. And once out of the distortion with some video files moved around, I evolved 2 Frigibax into Arctibax and then 1 Arctibax into Baxcalibur, putting us at 128 out of the 131 mons in the dex. After some more grinding, I got my first special scan that had a shiny locked Pokemon in Meloetta. I guess since it's a home reward, they didn't want another way for people to shiny hunt it. But we caught it, and then I came across a second special scan for Frigibax. But this one was a Dragon type hyperspace, and as you can see in its preview, Hisui and Goodra is available. Like with Avalugg, this is the only way to get this mon. You can't evolve Goomy into the Hisuian forms. So I went in and grabbed as many Sliggoo and Goodra as I could, because I had no idea when I'd get this hyperspace again. After even more Road Mega rematches, Philippe blessed me with the final legend I could shiny hunt, Cobalion. From my quick testing, I could tell this was going to be the slowest hunt of the 5. And I was honestly okay with that. I was still riding high off Latios in 28 encounters, and all the other legends were under odds. So I knew this was going to be a rough one. But I did have a level 3 Sparkling Fighting Donut, so the first step was getting the guaranteed shiny that comes with it. Alright, what's my guaranteed shiny? Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's a Machamp. I don't have this Pokemon in this game yet as a shiny. That's sick. Alright. Getting the Ultra Ball. Okay, I guess not. We'll try again. Oh god, oh bro, come on. Come on now, Machamp. Wait, what are we doing out here? You small fry compared to what I'm looking for. Come on now. There we go, we got it. Okay. Okay, I know this hunt is going to be bad. All the others have been better. They've gone under odds. They've been chill. So this is going to be rough. How bad could it really go? Nope, we're going to ignore that. Nope, we don't even look at that. Nope, that's only my 7th and 8th shiny Riolu while doing this. Cobalion, I wish to apologize. I was not familiar with your game. I tempted fate, and now I am being aptly punished for it. We're nearly 2 times over odds. How much worse could it get, really? Wait. Oh, that's it. Oh my god, that's it. Okay, save. Save. Pokemon, I'm so sorry. Thank you for putting me in my place. I am so sorry. I got too big for my britches. I got too cocky. I promise it will never happen again as long as I don't get another legendary in under 50 encounters. I am so sorry. Cobalion, I gotta get you in this ball, buddy. I'm so tired. If I hit it, will that... Okay, now it has to go in for sure. Please, Cobalion. I beg. Oh my god, we're done. We're finally done. Shiny Legend number 5. We've gotten them all. That was brutal. And my next special scan after Cobalion was the last one I would need, as it contained the shiny locked mythical Keldeo, which I was able to catch with a single Ultra Ball, putting us at 131 out of 131 in our decks. And you think that means we've completed it, but I may have left out one thing. One tiny detail. We have one more Mon to catch. Zeraora was one of the first new Megas revealed for the Mega Dimensions DLC, and the process of getting it is bizarre. What you need to do is purchase a Canary Bread from Tarragon in Racine Construction. Then scale the buildings near Zone 2 until you come across this kid who says he's willing to trade with you. By giving him the Canary Bread, he'll get all happy and start talking about how he's a tier 3 sub or something, and in return, he'll give you a packet of popping candy. No, stay with me on this. This is how you get Zeraora. I know it sounds like something you read on game FAQs back in 2009. Just trust me on this. We bring the candy to Ansha and she gets a moment of inspiration and comes up with a new recipe for a plasma donut. And thanks to all the berries I had farmed while working on the special scans, I was able to make it really easily. And of course, it looks crazy. Once it's made, we get a call from Emma telling us to meet her outside the train station ASAP. We meet up with her and she shows us a huge yellow distortion is formed on a nearby building. Karina shows up after being told about the situation by Corbeau, so the 3 of us go in to take on the Pokemon. And the fight is fairly challenging. Zeraora has 2 different special attacks and they both really pack a punch. But we were able to defeat it and catch the true final Pokemon of the DLC and get its Mega Stone. Alright, we have one Lumio side mission left to do on the map, and it's at the Hibernal Pokemon Center where you give the nurse a fungus, which I've already caught for her. It's side mission 137, and I know all of this because it wasn't loading in for me when I was doing my rounds throughout the city. First I thought it was progression based, then I thought it was bugged, but it turns out you need to register your birthday in the game for it to load in for some reason. I did, and now it's available to me. I don't get why it's locked behind my birthday, but it's whatever. But I'm not going to do it right now. We still haven't battled Tawny. We battled all the other members of Team MZ for a side quest except for her, and the last mission I have in my phone right now is 199 for Naveen. I love Naveen, but that's not the last mission in the game. We have to battle Tawny inside mission 200, we have to. No other game has had such dual protagonist vibes, aside from maybe N in Gen 5 if you want to class it as a protagonist, so that's how we're going to wrap up the DLC. But first, we have to finish the Mable quests. I have done all the new DLC quests for her, aside from investigating hyperspace. But I'm not going to be caught off guard again like I was during the Shiny Charm grind. I'm checking right now to see how many more times I have to go into hyperspace. I have the Cerebi page open on my other monitor, because it could be 11, and I have a sinking feeling it's going to be 261 times. So if I scroll down... shit. So yeah, it's 500 times into hyperspace, and you get no reward for doing it. I'll tell you now, don't do this. Especially if you've already gotten the charm, it's a waste of time. But I'm 100%ing the DLC, and it's in the title, so I have to, but for your own sake, don't. You'll probably end up doing it over time anyway if you just keep playing the game. But it's not all bad. I checked, and all you have to do is enter the hyperspace. You can walk in and then immediately walk out, and it counts towards the counter. So I spent over 20 minutes making 1-star donuts using whatever normal berries I had, until I had the 260 donuts I needed to start the grind. I won't show you the grind since this video is already way too long, but I will run you through what I did. I'd run to the distortion, break any Pokeballs or Mega Shards I came across with whatever little time I had, and then I'd move on to the next one. And I was able to find 2 shinies during the grind. a Klefki I didn't realise was a guaranteed spawn until I caught it, and then a second Wimpod to complete the line, and I was able to purchase the final 2 TMs I needed from the alley guy. Alright, this is the finish line. This is hyperspace number 500. We are going to be done. I'm at 499. I never want to do a Mable quest ever again. This sucked so hard. This was so much worse than the Shiny Charm grind. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm not getting anything for this. This is just me doing this so I can put 100% in the title. But this sucked. I would not recommend it. I never want to do this again. I don't know why this one was so much worse. I don't know. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. I never want to do this again. Mable, give me my points, never speak to me again, and stay in that stinky ass basement y'all got over there at the center. There we go. 500, 1200 points, they mean nothing. I've done every Mable quest, and now I get to actually finish the game. Let's get this done. When you speak to the Pokemon Center nurse, she quizzes you on how many centers are in Lumiose, and once you answer correctly, she reveals this center is the lowest selling in the city for Pokeballs. It might have something to do with her quizzing people off rip, I'm not sure. But she keeps talking and asks us to bring her a Fungus in hopes of the Pokemon boosting sales due to it looking like a Pokeball. We give her the Pokemon to relax on the countertop, and hopefully it drums up interest and sells more Pokeballs. But I still have no idea why this was the side quest I had to register my birthday for it to show up. It has nothing to do with birthdays, I don't get it. Why is this the birthday quest? But it's done, which means we can take on the final side quest of the game. There is no marker on the map for the final side quest, but knowing Pokemon, I knew it would activate once I entered Hotel Z, and I was right. Once we enter, Tawny calls us, asking us for help as she forgot a password for Quasartico and she has it written down in her room somewhere. After helping, Tawny and Jet come by, and Lita, being the master rage baiter she is, calls out Tawny on if her battling skills have dulled due to her new 9 to 5. So she challenges us to a battle, and I genuinely believe this is the toughest battle in the entire franchise. Her whole team is level 100 and she's able to Mega Evolve 4 Pokemon. The only reason I was able to win was due to all the max revives and full stores I had on me. But we do eventually defeat her, and after the battle, everyone leaves, but Tawny asks us to hang out a little longer on the roof of Hotel Z. Would you mind if we hung out and talked a little longer, maybe up on the roof? I'll be up there. Okay. This is it. This is the last bit of story I'm gonna do for Legends ZA. This is it. I've done it all. Could I have just left her waiting up here forever? I don't know. That would have been funny. There you are. Thanks for humoring me. Our battle earlier got me reminiscing, like about when you first rolled into Lumiose, like when I got my bag stolen. It's wild how fast it all kicked off from there. Oh my, your bag got stolen right out from under you while we're filming a video. And there you are without even a Pokemon to help you. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that. I remember thinking, wow, this tourist is not ready for life in Lumiose. Yeah, you saved me. You saved me massively. Well, I learned pretty quick that I'd misjudged you. Especially after you and Tepig you just met wiped the floor with poor Andy. That was the name of the character? Your sheer talent as a trainer is something else. Do you know that? Thanks. I'm pretty good. Yeah, I appreciate that. I am pretty good. It's true. Look how you shot up the ranks of the ZA Royale. I think it was when you calmed that rogue Mega Absol, I really started believing in you. Okay. That was so long ago though. Obviously it was great having you on our side, but I started to doubt myself a little. Like, did I really deserve to be leading the team with someone like you around? Oh no, Tawny. Of course you deserved it. Well, I'll tell you this. It's because you were around I started seriously striving to become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Damn, I'm there Sasuke. And think of how many rogue Mega Pokemon we managed to save after that. Yeah, a lot of them actually. I know you took point on that. Which of us on the team was the best sidekick though? I want to say Lita, but no, I won't do that to her. Heh, I might have been fishing for that, but still weird getting complimented to my face, thanks. But I do like Lita, she's a really good rage baiter. Of course, you were on your own when it came to the promotion matches. Yeah, but they're all easy. Who do you think gave you the hardest time in the ZA Royale, by the way? Yeah, probably Grisham. I feel like I learned something from Team Flare Nouveau. Looking at them, I saw how people can hold some real darkness inside and still go on. And we even worked together in the end. Yeah. And now I have their outfit. I can do a shift down there on Wednesdays. I'm glad we managed to meet so many people, share all those Pokemon battles, and learn so much about each other. Yeah, I learned about your mom, and your grandma, and that's about it. You're great with money. That's what it made so we could band together and protect Lumiose when we needed to. Still, when Orange Floette went rogue, I was pretty nervous up there in the tower. But you held things together. Yeah, of course I did. I knew you all had my back. When everyone fought their way through the city to reach Zygarde, that was incredible. Yeah, it was. That was such a cool set piece. And then you even managed to Mega Evolve Zygarde. No one else could have pulled that off. Thanks. It was all me. Trust me, Mercs, you're amazing. I'm so glad we're part of this team together. I'm proud of us all. Losing AZ was hard, but we carried on. Teamed up with Karina and Ansha, and managed to save the city again. We took our Hyperspace Lumiose and set things right. We sure did. God, this game, bro. This game's incredible. Y'all know what made it all possible? Team MZ being full of the most incredible people I know. That's so sweet. I'm always going to be grateful to Lumiose, where I met AZ, where I met all our friends. Tawny, stop. That's where I met you. That's the best part. Oh! Here's to the future. Friends forever, Mercs. Bro, this game is so good. The characters in this game. I've never cared so much about characters in a Pokemon game before. Is that the end of it? Here in Lumiose, side mission 200. And that is everything you can do in Pokemon Legends EA. That's incredible, man. Really incredible. And that's the Mega Dimensions DLC. And here are my favorite shinies from playing through it. I completed every main mission, side quest, caught every new Pokemon, along with all of Mable's quests. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and are enjoying the DLC. I really did enjoy it, and I'd love to hear what people think of it and if it stacks up to the DLCs we've gotten previously. So let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.